music, music, music. Thanks for tuning in to Music Show. I'm Andy Gibson. This is Justin Gallas. How's it going, man?
It's good. Here, glad to be here in the battle of good and evil.
Yes, it's ebony and ivory. We got a great show. We really do. Rogue Wave playing at the Opolis a few weeks ago. They sat down and did a little interview with us and played a few songs. We'll have that coming at you. We'll go to CD Full and check out what everyone's listening to around town. And then my favorite segment, the Free Pile.
The illustrious Free Pile.
Yeah, the good guys at Guestroom Records let us come in and go through their free records, and it's always a fun time.
It's illustrious.
First off, we're going to go check out and see what is in your CD player. Ooh.
JACKBEESLEY. Listen to the new U2 CD, Metallica. Let's see what else. A little Pat Green in there occasionally. Linkin Park, all sorts of stuff, man.
You want to say it because we're listening to Chad Van Galen.
Yeah, Chad Van Galen a lot. We listen to the Frogs pretty much
Frogs,
every day.
Yeah.
JULIEANDREWS. And right now I'm listening to Colonel Sanders because I think it's good music to listen to. Yeah, I prefer my records extra crispy.
I like original.
Well, each his
Old
own.
school.
That's cool. We sit down with the band Rogue Wave, and we discuss life on the road, music, and important films.
Shark movies. Yeah. Big movie buffs.
In particular.
Yeah. Dennis Quaid fans, all of them. He looks good in shorts. Hot.
All right, I'm here with Evan, Pat, Zach, and Graham. This is Rogue Wave. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this. I think first question's got to be, what is your favorite Jaws movie?
It's got to be the first one, because it pulls out all the stops.
Yeah.
You know, just like we were talking about. They use the tank to blow him up,
Right.
and it's the first time you see the little guy. You know, so that's what I would say. What about you?
Well, I kind of like the first one too. I mean, I kind of like the first one the most. Yeah. Definitely because the salty sailor guy. What was his name there? He was like Burgess Meredith on water or something. Quinn. Yeah. Anyway, you?
I'm a big Roy Scheider fan.
Yeah.
First one.
But
He was in the second one too, wasn't he?
but I have to say 3 because it's a 3D. And Lou Gossett Jr. was pretty good.
Ah.
3D movie trumps, original, cool.
You're right.
Graham, you want to weigh in on that?
I don't really like any of them. I don't like scary movies.
Fair enough. All right,
Original.
you guys have been on tour for quite a while, it looks like. What are some of your smells like?
See the lines.
You have any good road stories?
You could do the Dillinger Days one.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
Go
We
ahead.
were driving from, was it Pomona? We decided to drive from Pomona straight to the next show, which was in Tucson, and in doing so, we stayed up basically for over 24 hours doing that. We get to Tucson, and they're reenacting the Dillinger chase there, where they caught up with John Dillinger, and it was called Dillinger Days. And so we check into the Congress Hotel, and the woman hands us earplugs and says, "You might need these because they're gonna have a gunfight, and they're gonna simulate the burning of the top floor of the Congress Hotel." And we're like, great. So we're all sleeping, and then it was I can't even describe it. It was
Ungodly.
yeah, it was right under our windows.
Come on, Dillinger.
Yeah, and then
Come out.
and then they go bam, 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 all these
Thought we were under attack.
twice,
They did it at 2 and again at 4.
and we were trying to sleep through it. And so that's
Like, yeah, we got earplugs. It'll be cool.
We were so
Yeah.
stoked that we had driven all night. Like, yeah, good to check in at like 10. They gave us an early check-in. We were going to sleep till the show. And, oh, man.
Dillinger Days.
Nice. All right, you guys are from San Fran or not?
Oakland.
Oakland, really, yeah.
Okay,
Those guys are from San Francisco, but they're not on camera.
gotcha. What's the Oakland/San Fran scene like?
Well, it seems like we're kind of removed from it because we haven't been around as much lately. But the past couple of years, it's been really, really good. There's a lot of different kinds of bands, a lot of venues. There's less venues to play at in the Oakland area, but there's a lot of like large warehouse places. But in San Francisco, there's a lot of venues, and it seems like a really real rich point in Bay Area music right now. It's really nice, and not even just music, just art in general. You know, there's a lot of it's a real vibrant community right now, I think.
And I saw you guys did the John McEnroe show. Is that right?
Did we do that? Remember that? Oh yeah.
What was that? How was that like?
Well, you know,
It was weird. It was just so rushed. It's just like you're done.
nothing
Like-
can quite describe the feeling of John McEnroe wanting to jam with you.
Yeah. When he's walking towards you with his left-handed guitar at the end of the show, and he goes, "Shuffle an A," and you look at Pat and you go,
I
"All right."
don't particularly care for the blues, but and you had Triumph the Insult Comic Dog there singing along. And it's kinda
Yeah.
He's like trying to solo and you know he's not he's an alright guitar
He's a
player I
tennis
guess,
player.
but yeah, he's a tennis player. But he's like, want to thank Rogue Wave and our other special guest, my brother. His brother was on the show that night.
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of a paltry, I guess, selection at that point.
Triumph was great though.
Yeah.
Triumph really.
We should have grabbed a cigar.
I did have one in my hand. I was like, "Here's your cigar back." I should have taken it. Oh well, I'll just buy one and say it's from him.
Nice.
We have a new game with the iPod, which is the song comes on, and whoever gets the guesses right from the shuffle play, you know, whoever gets the most gets a free drink. Whenever you get to your turn, you guys, everyone collectively throws in for the person's drink.
Where are those beers, by the way?
Here you go. Give him one
But
of
yeah,
those.
I don't know. We listen because of iPod stuff. We listen to a lot of different kinds of music. You know, everybody who's people just DJ and play different things. You know, but we have been listening to Chad Van Galen a lot lately. But you know, we like a lot of different kinds of music. You know, I don't know what else we
It's
listen
kind of hard to.
Joanna Newsom, that's always like a good one. Like
Animal
if
Collective. That's not in this past week, but that's the newer stuff that gets circulated.
And then Bonehead stuff too. We like to turn on the radio and like try to find Foreigner or Journey or something like that. You know, stuff that
Or
we
One
kinda
Hot
like.
Mama, whoever does that
One
song.
Hot Mama on the country station.
Yeah.
Is like, that's harder to find.
It
Every
turns-
day
it
gets
turns-
harder to find.
It turns the van into a sauna.
It turns,
every time I
turn
hear
it up and turn it loose, and
Yeah.
you know, no matter how old and fat your wife gets, she can still be hot.
Is
according to
that
this
what we
guy.
learned
Yeah.
from that song?
That's what I
No,
learned.
no, I think it's no matter how bonehead and fat you get, your wife has
Your
to
wife-
stay hot because she just is.
Oh. She's had like
That
7
seems
kids.
to be more what the song is.
That
about.
seems to be more what the song's about. Because
Well,
I got a
according to
head
the video, yeah.
Is she hot in the video?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Like a model, yeah.
She's one hot.
she's
But
one hot mama.
he says he's like, no matter how well years go by, I still love you. You know, like he's implying that she's saggy.
Will you guys be doing this song tonight?
Yeah, hell
We
yeah.
could probably try it.
Oh, that's
You
the
should have
thing
been there
we've
last
listened to.
night.
We've gotten really into the Who Sell Out.
Yeah.
That's what we, yeah, that record as a whole. We've been listening to that a lot lately, and we're doing a song from it. Cool. I think tonight.
Guys, thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. Have a good show.
Baby wants to get in the money. Oh, she wants to share it with me. On Tuesdays we go walking, talking about another degree. You can't stop kicking the heart out, and you're a practical mess. Behind links of celebrity dropouts, you're just a shepherd, but oh well. What makes the wild wind whistle? What makes the birdies sing? And much down in the huddle, talking about another gang. You can't stop kicking the heart out, and you're a practical mess. Behind links of celebrity dropouts. You're just a shepherd, but all worked out. You're 25 for an hour, and I'm related to it. But hearts that don't make sense. But all worked out. You're 25 for an hour, and I'm related to it. But hearts that don't make sense. You're all If music is my lover, you are just a tease. You make love to a shadow whose face is hollow money. You can stop picking the heart out, yeah. Peeling links of celebrity dropouts. You're just a shepherd, but you're 25 from now, and I'm related to ride. Who holds it down last night? You know you're missing right. You know you're flying in a flight. You might cry. You don't. Oh yeah. You do not mess. The catastrophic success, yeah.
And stay tuned later on in the show, Rogue Wave. We'll have a few more songs to play for you. Justin, I hear you've been harassing the guys at Guestroom Records.
They have the free pile,
Yeah.
and there's so many good records that, how do they stay in business? They just give these things away.
That's crazy. Let's go look at it.
It consumes all my time. The Captain's Journey, looks like he caught a guitar. He couldn't catch a hit, though. So no way. Hugo Winterhalter, I Googled it. She's not in the orchestra. But she's somewhere else on Google. You just have to know where to look. Helen Reddy, I Don't Know How to Love Him. Here's a start. Tim Weisberg, The Reason There's No Wicker in My House. No wicker furniture anywhere. Earl Klugh, runner-up for Reading Rainbow. So. You can see why. See why. Stick to chicken. Just stay with what you know. Don't try to write records. Just, gravy's good. Graham Bond believes love is the law. That's a prison tattoo, so listen to him. He knows the law. Lee Hazelwood, Love and Other Crimes. Apparently making a record is not a crime yet, but we're working on it. Write your congressman. Roman Holiday. This is the European Menudo for those that are at home keeping score. So, and they keep score. So, run. Loggins and Messina, Full Sail. I thought you said we were going to make a record. Lionel Richie. I actually had this autographed, and he was wearing the same clothes. So that's it was quite a day for me at the Gap. Warren Bernard in the Manhattan Update. I'm still waiting for my Manhattan rebate. Make way for Dionne Warwick. Somebody did in their collection. Bill Gaither Trio, We Are Persuaded. Come and knock on my door. This was actually the original pilot, and failed like this record did. firm, mean business, and that means whoring. Mean whoring. The Originals versus Jermaine Jackson, not only a record, but also a cage fight. I saw that. Give it to the guy with the axe to win. Took them all down. Steve Camp, I actually beat him in a cage fight. So he hurt my neck beat, but I took him. This record has actually come to life at night and killed people. In their sleep. Tom Grant, Just the Right Moment. The Right Moment actually never made it onto the record, but he smoked plenty of kitties. Don't smoke kitties, kids. Just say no. Hurry up and get down here right now. There's only one Alley Cat bent fabric left. Oh, there's two? Wow.
If those records are still there, then they'll be gone shortly after the people see our broadcast.
Well, I mean, they were so good and there were so few, so.
Yeah, and so free.
And so free.
That's what they have to be in the free pile. Thanks to Justin and Travis, too, for letting us come in and
rummage,
exactly. And go buy one of their T-shirts as well. Also, we're going to go to another song from the Rogue Wave now.
Every moment that you're here, I feel ashes on my ear. The subtle difference disappears. Used to think about you and me forever. Proper medicine for you and me together. Do you wanna shorter this weather? I'm inspired by the thing that I've said. You're no measure. Every moment and every sin, without the ashes of whose world grains, million fallen in a million ways. I used to think about you and me forever, in proper medicine for you and me together. Do you wanna do this forever? I'm inspired by the thing that I've said. Is a man of measure? You know the measure. You know the measure. You know. Every moment, 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 every moment.
Welcome to the Gig Guide Forecast. March 4th, Cheyenne with Locust Avenue. That's a CD release for Cheyenne at the Deli, so be there and buy a copy of the new album. March 11th, Put the Helmets on the Kids, Kings of Leon at Bricktown Live. Also on March 11th, we've got Birchie Brothers at the Galileo, and there's that band again, Locust Avenue at the Opolis.
All right, March 12th, we got the Heavenly States at the Green Door. I think the Evangelicals should open up for these guys. March 13th, Robert Plant, Bricktown Event Center. Bring your wallet if you're going to go to that show. It costs money to see a legend. And the Department of Eagles at the Conservatory. Check these shows out.
All right, March 14th, we've got a lot to choose from. Viva Voce, Vokey Knievel. I don't know how you say that. They're playing at the Opolis. Also, Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum with Bobby Kahn at the Conservatory.
Knievel.
And Death from Above, 1979, at the Green Door. We're going to be taking a closer look at that CD here in a minute.
March 15th, you've got Crooked Fingers at the Opolis. Those legendary Shack Shakers are in Tulsa. They are legends, and you don't have to take your wallet to that show, but you should definitely check it out. And March 16th, Circle Takes the Square at the Conservatory.
Shadow Stevens.
And possibly Jim J. Bullock. Well, they might be there in the audience, you know, signing autographs for beer. So definitely check those shows out.
All right, and finally, on St. Patrick's Day, we've got Elvis Costello at the Cain's Ballroom, a legend playing at a legendary venue. That should be a good show. And if you're in the city, you've got Billy Idol at the Bricktown Event Center.
With Shadow Stevens.
That should be a show. And you've got Jason Boland and the Stragglers playing down here in Norman, where they keep all the green beer over at O'Connell's. That should be fun. And as always, check out oklahomarock.com for a more in-depth look at news and shows and everything local. And that's it for the Gig Guide forecast. Now it's time for the compact disc review. We take a minute, just 1 minute, and look at a newish CD. This week we're looking at Death from Above, 1979. Their album is titled You're a Woman, I'm a Machine. Sounds a lot like your dating life.
It's not exactly like that, but it's kind of like my dating life, a little bit.
All right, these two Canadians are making rock and roll music with just bass and drums. I haven't heard the CD. This is Justin's review. Tell me a little bit about it.
It's amazing. It's a drummer and a bass player. Everybody in the rest of the band quit. I'm sure they're kicking themselves now because
Is that a true story?
It really happened.
Okay.
And for good reason, I guess.
Right.
So it rocks. You should buy it. It's a wonderful CD. It actually the hit is Romantic Rights.
It's getting some MTV play.
It's getting a little bit of MTV play, some video out there, but the opening sound of the track, it was the best sound I'd ever heard in my life. And so I said, wow, I've got to have the whole thing.
What, describe that sound?
It hurts your ears a little bit. It makes your neighbors mad. I said, wow, that's the CD for me. I've got to have it. And the whole thing is really good. And I really want to see them live.
And
Green
you're
Door.
gonna get your chance?
Green Door.
At the Green Door. Oh, man, we know that sound. That is the comedic trumpet. It's time for Justin to give it a grade. We work on the Grammy scale. 5 Grammys, not good. 0 Grammys, excellent. Justin, what do you give
I'm going to give it 1.5 Grammys.
1.5. There was talk of 0 Grammys.
There was a little bit of talk. I'm going to have to maybe reserve that for a record down the line, but it's definitely something everybody should own, especially if they like, awesome music. Kind of leaves off where Whirlwind Heat was, and just a minimalist sound, but really, really good.
All right, go see him at the Green Door. That's it for the compact disc review.
All right, well, last week our musical guest was Sir Mix-a-Lot, Philip Zoellner, and we had him in the studio. This week, Andy takes a little road trip up to Tulsa and checks him out recording the record in his studio.
That's right, guys. Philip has invited us into his house/studio to see what goes into recording an album.
Okay, we're in the studio this weekend recording some new tracks that might, I guess, be on my next record. So we're doing drum tracks in here, nice tall ceiling, the wood floors. Really get a good drum sound in this, I guess, this specific room. Thanks to Matt Emmons, by the way, for the drum set. So Evan flew in from New York, and we've been cutting drums pretty much ever since. So set up kind of a control room in here. As you can see, I guess I can turn some light on. And we're running everything through an analog board that goes into what they call a hard disk recorder. So this vocal mic is set up so Evan can hear me, and when he's recording drums, we put something called a scratch track, or just a guide vocal. And then the keyboard is, since we're in close proximity to each other and it keeps me from having to mic the actual piano, I'll play the keyboard, which will go directly into the board, and then his headphones and my headphones. Later, after the drum tracks are solid, then we'll go back and put percussion, bass guitar, electric guitar, vocals, and stuff like that. The drums, obviously, the foundation. It's important that they're recorded first. So that's that's the drill, and it's been going really well so far. We'll have to hear a few months down the road to hear the rest of the tracks, and eventually it'll end up in the computer, where we'll do more overdubs and then send some files up to New York for some more overdubs by our friend Joe up there. Is going to play keys and stuff on it, so should be good.
All right, now let's go listen to another song from Rogue Wave.
Sister by side, one more bite until we go. Strangled by the school, logic like a dude. One more bite until we go. Well, are you coming along? Don't worry, it won't take long. Take a restaurant, pick anyone you want. One more bite until we go. Self-mutilation, nourish my nation. Animals are out there till we go. With a wing and a prayer, talking about a double dare. Sisters of Bonnie's never know. We'll be coming up on and going in and out. One more bite until we go. Well, are you writing a song? Don't it won't take long. Cause you're a dog, you're a dog, you're a dog, you're a dog, you're a dog.
And that is the conclusion of another jam-packed episode of Music Show.
Good and evil.
Ebony
episode.
and Ivory. Thanks to Jill and Andy at the Opolis. Thanks to Rogue Wave and Dustin Roque for setting us up with Rogue Wave. And to Josh McBee at the Transcript. As always, email us if you want to know when the next episode's going to be on, or if you have a band and want to be on the show. Not the Lawrence Welk Show at hotmail.com.
Yes.
That's not the Lawrence Welk Show at hotmail.com. Stay tuned
for more traffic signal repair and road closings.
Exactly. For all the staff here, this is Andy Gibson, and this is Justin Gallas. Be good.
I can't believe you did that, you ass.